What's up, everybody? This is Ghost here, and welcome to the 7th episode of the Outcast podcast. Today, we're going to talk about a very special subject, but first, we have a couple guests. And of course, I'm starting with my co-host, Ace of Spades, or Kevin for short, I guess. And then some old boys from the channel are back. They're from the Minecraft days.
Don't
we
mention
have
it, please.
Physics
I'm
and
lightly
general
ashamed of myself. Just
Those
Don't
Minecraft
really
days,
have-
though. Those Minecraft days.
Oh, old times.
There were good times, though.
No bad memories.
Hi guys!
I enjoyed myself. Playing
That
Minecraft,
sound-
not...
You're playing with yourself. Okay, I know how it is.
Okay. Okay, so today we are going to talk about something completely different than gaming. Maybe we'll get into some gaming later, but we're gonna start with the paranormal. Like ghosts, maybe some extraterrestrial things, like aliens.
Activities.
Yes, things like that.
Experiences.
Spooky things overall, basically. So,
Spoopy.
Spoopy. Who wants to start?
I saw my
Okay.
Okay, I can't do this, sorry.
Okay, let's start with, I guess, myself then. Or, no, wait, we have a comment. I should have probably done this before we started recording. If you guys just talk about your own experiences and stuff, then I'm gonna translate that comment real quick.
Well, it's not really my experience, but I heard my mom. You know, I had a little sister, but big sister because she was born before me. She died like 3 weeks being born,
Rip.
and sometimes I heard my mom like she saw ghosts of her when she aged. Like from the year of for the age of 4, she thought she saw Anna. That's how she's called. That's her name. Every time her birthday came, she just kind of thought she saw there and all that kind of things. But
But
only thing
like,
she told me.
like saw her, you mean like walking around or something, or just standing
No,
somewhere?
just standing in like moonlight or something. It's a light entering like a dark room in the evening. That
Wow.
kind of thing.
That's some personal shit to start off, bro.
Well, that's interesting, yeah.
It's personal, but it's I didn't really have any experience with paranormal activity.
Me neither.
But this is like, yeah, the only thing, and it's.
I guess
heard
it counts.
from- I guess it's just.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but yeah. So, well, first of all, rest in peace. That's fucked up, but
Mhm.
very interesting, dude.
Yeah.
So myself, I don't know. It's really not comparable to what you just said, but
Doesn't have to be comparable. It's just the same
Yeah,
subject.
it's just
Fine.
it's kind of like very different. It's like me and a friend of mine, Evan. You probably know him from
Yeah, the
way
goat
back
guy.
when. The viewers probably don't know him, but it doesn't matter. He went to sleep at my house for a night, and we were like, I think we were getting ready to go to sleep because we were quite young. So it was like 2, I think, at night.
Sleep is for the weak.
And yeah, but then I have this Charmander statue. I guess I had it. I don't know if I still have it, but it has like this little
you told me,
sensor.
yeah.
With,
Oh, that one.
well, if you like walk by it, it makes some Charmander noise, you know.
But
So-
I was there too.
Oh, it could have been you as well. I'm not sure anymore. But it was at night. We were getting ready to sleep, and out of nowhere, the light was already out and stuff. It was completely dark, and out of nowhere, the thing just started talking, and it freaked me out.
Yeah, it had like a sensor with movement, and it's
Yeah.
threw out random things. But we were just talking and watching YouTube.
Yeah, probably
short
something like
films.
that. I don't even
And
think we were though. I think we were just talking because we really wanted to sleep because one of us had to do something in the morning.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
two casts. Couldn't it be one of...
No, because I remember it was high up. It wasn't on the floor. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on my desk at the top thing, pointing at a wall. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know if
it
you
was-
remember
it
my
was-
room.
Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
like facing. It was you have the wall at the right.
Yeah. Like at
when-
my door at the start of my room.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
there.
At that
And there
wall.
wasn't anything.
No.
Just out of nowhere, it
The
started.
door was closed. The only thing I can think of is like it becoming just a little bit darker in the room, but then you'd think it would have made sound before that as well. So
But it's like there's a little. Yeah, I don't know.
it was really strange.
Yeah,
So
and it scared the fuck out of us too.
yeah.
It was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay,
But
that
I
doesn't
don't really
make any
think we
sense.
did much about it after it. We just
No, we just laid down and
Yeah.
Oh, no, you turned it around a bit more to the.
or maybe I turned it off or something.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
turned it off.
It was really strange. But I have the comment translated now, so it will be kind of broken English, but that's what we're talking anyway. So
Google
so
Translate.
yeah. So the comment is by Mark. I think that's L. Cracky YouTube. A very nice name. And it translates to only, or he said, I don't really have any paranormal experiences. And then he said, only when I was in my house alone, and then I was editing a video, and then my fridge, and and I shut a mirror off my mom's room. Scare me, XD. And another one is when I went to breakfast and my Spider-Man doll moved alone. It just passed me. So I think what he's trying to say with the first thing is that he was editing a video and he saw... He was editing a video and in his fridge...
Can you copy it and place it in the Discord chat?
Yeah.
Yes.
just,
I
send
wasn't
it.
reading it weird or something. It's really written that way.
No, I believe you, but
Maybe you
Yeah.
should. Oh no, there was in my.
I think with the second one, starting with another, I think he saw his Spider-Man doll move. So that's pretty creepy. Nice.
Yeah, it's. Is it one of those automatic ones?
I'm not sure.
Or
This is
or
all I
it-
have, bro.
Or yeah, it's either that or it's like the one which is static but just fell off something and just
Could
fell in
be.
the room or something.
I'm not sure. I
Yes,
mean,
that's it.
thanks
But
for the
the- and I
comment anyway.
should-
This is the first time I really have a comment in my video, so thanks for that. Shout out to him as well. Yeah, that's
It was. I'm still reading the thing. Like it was
First
my
part?
fridge, and I shut my. Sorry, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Wait, I'll translate it to Dutch. Maybe it will make more sense for us.
Yeah, we're just trying.
It
Tryharding.
it says like he shut a mirror, but I think. But what the fuck does a
Shutting-
fridge have to do with that?
then it was my fridge and I shut a mirror off. Yeah, well, that doesn't make any
Shoot him
sense.
off my mom's room. Scare me.
It's probably just Google Translate.
Or it's like he opened the fridge. The fridge went to got to the mirror or something.
I think he means something like he was editing a video and he went to the fridge to grab something and then he saw something in a mirror in his mom's room, something
Yeah.
like that. I think that's what he
saw,
meant.
like a room. I shut a mirror off my mom's room.
Yeah.
There are way too many possibilities too.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for the comment, but please next time try to do it in English because first of all, we're Dutch, so English is already a second language. We
Yeah,
don't know
and-
Spanish.
And Dutch in general aren't very good in English. It's really fucking hilarious, but you know.
Yeah, I get, and I mean to translate something to Dutch or English from Spanish is also for Google Translate kind of a, not really. It doesn't make sense.
It's typical Google Translate, you know.
Yes. So yeah, I guess. Well, thanks for the comment anyway. I guess we'll move on now.
Yeah.
Kevin, do you have
Ace.
anything?
Not really. Nothing special, anyway.
You told me you heard like movements or something, or that a controller moved or something like that.
Well, still not sure what the fuck is happening with that. It's probably because the walls in my house are very thin because they're very old houses, and because my neighbors make a lot of sounds. It's probably I hear them like they're coming from my own house.
Oh yeah,
Especially when I have my headphones.
I know what you mean.
I imagine you just looking at your wall like, oh, ghost, and then at the other side of the wall they're just fucking.
And then you're squeak, 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 like what the
Yeah, well, it must be a ghost.
Well, I've heard something similar to that actually,
Oh,
which
what?
is kind of a funny story. Nothing really to do with the podcast, but I've heard sometimes that
Did
like
you hear
late
your
at
neighbors
night.
fuck?
No, don't
Yes.
tell me. No,
Yes, I did.
No. Leave this shit out, okay? I have a story, also a story a bit worse about that, but just,
Go
leave
ahead,
it
go
out.
ahead.
No,
Oh, okay, if you
Hell
don't want
no.
to.
just next time.
Was
not
it the
this
neighbors that heard?
podcast.
Was it the neighbors that heard you?
No,
It was, wasn't it?
It was my parents. It were my parents. Okay?
Oh no, that's fucked
Yeah.
up, bro.
Dude.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And the strangest thing, I was fucking 2 meters away. Okay,
What?
It was not very funny. Okay.
Well, looking
Okay.
back, it is.
But that's not really a ghost thing. Yeah, I didn't murder one of them. I would have though. Just I was a kid and it's not legal. So yeah, that. But
Okay.
this does not have anything to do with the podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get back on track because we're kind of
Well, there
getting
is
off topic.
something, but I really don't have any clue. It's probably something else. It's probably my phone malfunctioning. But it happened a few times now that when I was listening to music, every time right before the chorus would start, the music would just pause. I'm not sure exactly how the
That's
fuck it's happening and why it's the chorus every time.
Is it the same song every time, though?
Yeah, that
No,
would
no,
be-
no. It's just YouTube songs. Like every
Oh.
time it's a random song. I
Isn't that-
haven't really found anything on why.
But like only the chorus.
Yeah, maybe it's just like a coincidence every time, but it happened like 5 times this week.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
Okay,
That's
that's
kinda
a bit
creepy.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, not really creepy. It's
just
just kind of
weird.
strange.
It
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense because if it was the same song over and over, it would be a bit more defined. But that's weird. And
Yeah.
now it's like the choruses are like not at the same time with every song. So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
Strange. That's kind of weird as well. But you were talking about like your control or something moving in your room. It was a while back, I remember, but like you left your
think
controller at some place, and then when you came back, it was on a different spot.
I'm pretty sure that was something else, someone else. It was Zipperman. I'm pretty sure.
Oh. Yeah,
At least
okay,
he told
sure.
me a story about that. That he went to grab food downstairs because he has a multiple-story house, and
Great.
he heard a sound in his room, and when he went to check, his controller wasn't on his desk but on his bed. It was something like that. But he told me multiple stories like that. I'm not sure if he wants me to tell everyone, so I'm sorry if you don't, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Well, no one
But-
knows his real name. No one knows who he is in real life. So I guess this could all be faked. By the way, everything.
Yeah, of course.
There's
Yeah,
no
of course.
proof for anything. We could
Yeah.
be just talking out of our ass. But go ahead.
Especially when it's about someone else, because I can't really tell how legit it was, but it sounded like he was serious, because he's serious. No,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! But he was really worried at the moment. I know that. I was actually in a Skype call with him.
When it
It's like,
happened?
yeah,
The fuck?
I didn't hear it myself, but he was playing Overwatch with me, and he said like, "Be right back," because he heard someone calling out his name, even though he was home alone, and it sounded like his mother. And when he went to check, his mother wasn't home,
Hmm.
and
Weird.
it scared him. I really don't know.
I could imagine. Yeah.
So
Did you hear it? Someone shouting out his name.
no, I really didn't. So
I do
I'm not
have
sure. Maybe it
some-
was in his head, or maybe, well,
But if he had a headset on, then, well,
yeah, it should have been pretty easily to hear from me as well. So
yeah, or someone outside, just a similar. It could
yeah,
be.
exactly.
Because I have that a lot because
But
that-
you have kind of a common name, though.
yeah.
well,
that.
Zipperman's original name isn't really that uncommon either.
Oh.
Well, for the neighborhood he lives in.
What's
Wait,
his
what is
name?
what?
Jeff?
What is it?
His real name is Lorenzo, but like,
Oh
well,
yeah.
I
Dogs.
just said his real name. But he lives in a neighborhood where nobody is Dutch. Just
So yeah, well, there are names like mine which can be, sound alike, but
Yeah.
Lorenzo sounds really straightforward. There aren't any names that are similar to it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's strange. Oh, I just came up with a new thing that happened. It was like not even a week ago.
Week ago.
It was, I think, the day we filmed the video of our last pickups, which came out a few days ago. Go watch it. But it came out, and when Kevin left, I walked with him downstairs to like let him out. Like I don't know. That's normal, I guess. So I walked with him. We heard nothing. But when I later that night went to the hallway because my brother's room is there, I heard some weird noise because I was going to his room because I was filling up the washing machine because I don't know, that's something I do sometimes. But then out of nowhere his radio just was on the whole time, like static noise. So that was kind of strange.
Oh yeah, those are things. Yeah, but
I wasn't really creeped out by it, but it was still kind of strange because when Kevin walked down the stairs, we didn't hear anything.
no.
You remember like my room on like my the bigger house of my dad, there in the
Yeah.
I had a few times where my Xbox would just stand there and just go on out of nowhere. But the only explanation I can think of is like the power shutting off there. That was pretty common thing, but
But it turns on.
it turns on out of nowhere, and that doesn't make any sense. It's just,
How would it go on if the power goes off?
yeah, that's the weird thing.
The fuck?
It would just, but it happens like a lot, at least 2 times a week.
I do have
Which-
that it like shuts off, but that's because the power brick overheats.
Oh no, I have that. I had it like right next to the window, but it was like standing. I would turn it off, go to sleep, and then a bit later I just heard beep 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 out of nowhere. Just
That's kind of strange. Kind of like the Charmander story.
yeah.
Something
but-
similar happens to my computer screen as well. Like every single night, it randomly just turns on. At first, I thought it was because it's a touchscreen, but like it happens every single night and only at night. When I turn off my screen during the day, it really doesn't do anything. But in the night, like I have an LED light in my PC, in my computer screen, and when I turn on my computer screen, the light goes on as well.
Mhm,
So
yeah,
every
yeah.
night I wake up because that light just shines into my eyes.
I know it.
That's kind of
yeah.
strange as well.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, it's
but
it's
like,
like
with like these
touchpad kind of things.
with no, not kind of with, how would you call it, media things, fucking electric devices, I guess. It
Yeah.
could be explained by malfunctions, but still.
It's
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just because, like, maybe it's because I move, but, like, my bed is, like, a few meters off of my screen,
yeah.
and it really only goes on when I touch it, not when I move. But,
Strange.
like, even if it was supposed to be a ghost or whatever, like, what ghost thinks by himself, hey, let's go turn off the computer screen every night?
Or let's turn on his fucking Xbox. That doesn't make any sense.
And how are they even able to do that? That's
Yeah,
another
especially-
question.
Yeah, but
So-
that's the whole thing, because you never really know what a ghost is capable of, or
For all we know,
we're not
some-
even
someone
sure
is
they
possible.
exist. They're just an excuse for the human
Holy
race
fuck.
for what
To
happens
be-
after you die.
Wait,
Exactly.
honest-
Is there some sort of afterlife, or
Yeah.
are you going to get reincarnated?
That's the thing I have like with my parents. My mother and my grandmother are like heavily religious. You won't say when you like see me, it's like fucking the exact opposite. But they have their weird theories and stuff. But
It's really-
personally, I think when you die, you die, there's nothing there, it's black,
Same.
it's done.
I mean,
know?
it's same. It would be cool to have something after you
Yeah,
die. It
it-
would be
I-
comforting, but
I think it will be like that. I
it's
hope
very
it's
unlikely
not.
to me.
Yeah,
Well-
it doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Same with
but
like
then you
religion, like it's kind of the same because I don't have any reason to believe that. It's really unlikely to me that something like that is real. Same with like God and stuff. What's more likely, evolution or some guy in the clouds with a beard?
Yeah, but that could be an image, you know. It could be some kind of person that controls. Just doesn't mean he's like
Could be,
have
but-
a beard. Or you know, it's possible. It's possible that those things can be true.
But-
you know, but
It's very
I
unlikely
won't.
to
I
me.
won't believe in it. I'm not gonna go full Christ on that thing.
Yeah, because the rules they have. I mean, why do they?
I mean, if
the fuck?
like if this so person called God has so much power and all that kind of thing, doesn't want abortion, doesn't want gay marriage or some of that bullshit, you know,
Yeah.
why doesn't he make that like impossible if he doesn't want that to happen?
It's pretty much the most controversial reason people start to hate in religion nowadays. It's because a lot of extremists kind of ruined it for everyone
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not
But-
just for religion, it's pretty much for everything, even the smaller things like fan bases.
Yeah, but you know, the message out of the way. Let's get like we went from what we think after death. Let's
Yeah,
go
okay.
back to that one.
Okay,
Yeah, afterlife.
so there are a couple things people think happen. Like we talked about ghosts, reincarnation.
Oh
is
my
one.
god.
Okay, someone typed something in the chat while I said not to, but yeah. Let's go on. So ghosts are a thing that happens when you die. People think
Nah,
reincarnation is one.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
But Neymar, it wasn't like you think that, but people think that. It's just
Yeah, of
I'm
course,
just
of
naming
course.
the general things people think happens after you die. So
But-
ghosts is one, reincarnation is one. There's also heaven, I guess. I
Yeah.
think
No,
maybe
well,
that ties kind of into
it's-
ghosts.
yeah. There are two kind of like sides on heaven. You have people that think realistically and people who think idealistically. Is that a word? I think it isn't.
It is.
But you know, there are people who think, you know, there's a heaven, there's a new world, and immortality, all peace. And there are people who see like the realism and think it's just a feeling that created in your mind when you die. It's like your white light,
Yeah.
this good feeling you have, and then you die. There's nothing there. But there are people they think you go to in a white place. I don't think that really happens.
No, I don't think so either. But there's also the theory that, you know, the white light when you die, people see like the white light and stuff. Like, there's a theory in reincarnation that the white light is kind of like the light you see when you are
Were born or
Yes.
something.
So it's like, I see the white light and then you go there or something and then, oh, you're a baby and you're a completely different person. And then you forget everything from your other
Yeah.
life. But
that doesn't
I
matter
don't know. I
because
think that's a
when
little far-fetched.
but when I forget everything of my life, you know, before this, then it wouldn't matter because, you know, I would die anyway. Like, my past is my past. I forgot that shit, so I die, kind of. And then reincarnation doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. It's
And
kind
a
of
different
strange thing.
different body, I don't know how that works because, you know, you have a brain, and
Mm-hmm.
that brain can't transmit itself into another brain.
Yeah, but
that
that's
doesn't make any
there's
sense.
like the thing that people think you have a soul, and that basically goes
Yeah,
next
the
thing.
ghost
the soul
thing.
thing. A soul is kind of different than a ghost, I think, because at least I don't believe in it personally, but I think a soul is basically like, maybe like
Your-
your life, I guess. Your life, and I
Your
don't mean
life
like your
essence,
life.
I think.
Yeah, I mean something like that. But I don't know. It's kind of
Oh,
strange.
but
And at the end
about
of the day, no
ghosts-
one is gonna know what happens after you die because no one has died and come back, at least legitimately.
Yeah.
But there are some
and-
people with afterlife stories, like they died on the
Yeah.
in a hospital, and they
Oh,
Just
well,
like my
sort of wake up.
grandpa
there are
did
also
have that.
stories that like children go to like a hospital or something, and then they have like surgery, and then they come out of the surgery and they talk to their parents about like their great grandfather or something which they've never met, and then
Oh,
they
really?
just yeah, there are stories like that, and then
Oh.
they describe them like, oh, he had like a beard or
But the
this
problem
color
with that
eyes.
is that you don't know how legit it is. That's always the
Yeah.
problem when you talk about things that are
But
really
but
unknown.
little children though, I don't really.
Yeah, of course, but
I don't really think how they would
how
lie
can we
about
be
that.
sure
Yeah,
that
but-
the children actually said that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's also
you
a
know,
thing.
Think of it. When you were a kid, things that happened around you looked different than when you were like little. Things around you look different than they look now. You,
In a
you, you
sense.
get what I mean? In a sense of like
Everything
uh,
becomes smaller.
also
At
that.
least it seems like that.
Yeah, also that, but that's one of the like few things. Have you ever had a memory of something when you were a little kid and then you saw it in real life and thought, wait, this is totally different than the actual thing? I mean, that could have been happened, there could have been exaggerated, there could have been things in their mind that they created themselves.
There are a lot of things like that, especially when you talk about things that people see like are very fun. Like take Disneyland for example. When you're a kid and you see a video about Disneyland, everything seems so amazing. But when you actually go there, it's a lot different. Maybe
It isn't. It really totally isn't like that. Yeah, that's what I
just false
kind of mean.
marketing.
because
Yeah.
it's kind. Yeah, that's. But
But
things like
you can
that.
compare it because like little kids tend to over exaggerate about things they see. of
That's why they
course.
like clowns and stuff.
Yeah, well, I
I
didn't.
guess because a
but,
clown is basically an over-exaggerated human, if you think about it. Like
Yep,
a big
that's
red
the
nose, a
point.
pale skin.
That's exactly why I didn't like them as a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
personally get really disturbed by things that are over-exaggerated. Not only humans, or maybe humans, I guess. But
Yeah,
like
well,
not really in
a
a
lot of
clown way,
things.
but just like it kind of freaks
Exactly.
me out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Also, like, no disrespect, but people who have like a disability with like their arm being really weird, I really get disturbed by that. And that's not something personal against
Oh.
them, but it's like it really freaks me out. I don't mean to be
Yeah.
disrespectful once again, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like
it really
yeah,
freaks me out, especially when you go on the internet and you see all these freaky videos of people like the. Oh, did you guys see the Obey the Walrus video?
Yeah,
Oh, I
with the
didn't.
Oh my god! The first time I saw that,
transgender with polio was that,
freaked
right?
me out. I think so, yeah. But then you see an interview of her, and she's like the nicest person ever. But still, like to see that clip with like creepy music over it, it's
Yeah, that's
Fuck.
that's where the exaggeration parts come in. Because of the music, everything
Yeah.
seems a lot scarier.
yeah. That's also the thing with horror games and music,
Mhm.
or I mean movies. Half of it is the sounds.
Music, yeah.
Because when there's a jump scare coming, like try this when you're watching a horror movie. If there's a jump scare coming, the sound of everything will fade out, and then
Yeah.
the loud sound. That's how you
Yeah.
can see that. Because every time I watch a horror movie now, I'm like, oh, there goes the sound, and whoa, loud sounds, you know. So
Yeah, it's like that's why it's different to watch horror movies in like the
theater?
theaters. Yeah.
I've never been to a horror movie there. Not because I'm like scared of the movie, but it. First of
Oh,
all, jump scares are very unpleasant to me. Because I don't
Oh.
think it's scary. It's just annoying.
Oh.
Especially
Oh.
when they're false jump scares, because you have like, oh, he puts his hand on his shoulder and then, oh, loud sound. But like, that's not even a fair jump scare. If it's actually something you're supposed to be scared of, then, I mean, okay, you know. But
There are things I'm
They're
scared of, and that's why I don't go to movies. Like, there are a few things that I was scared of, like puppets and those kind of things.
I don't really have that. There are a lot of people who have
there
like
are-
clowns and puppets, but me
Yeah,
myself,
but
I have watched
that
a lot of
faded
movies.
because
Yeah.
I got older and that kind of things. But it changes really when you're in the theater. But you have these kind of movies too. The new
Yeah.
Pennywise movie.
Did you guys
Every
see that?
time it was every time you just knew when there was something coming.
Yes.
But you have also, which all of a sudden, the music doesn't go away; it stays the same, and then out of nowhere it is, and that's something, you know.
I guess those are good jump
Over-exaggeration.
scares. If it's like Pennywise, if it's something you need to be scared of, if it is the scary thing or a scary thing which you are supposed to be like shocked by, then I think it's okay to do a jump scare, but don't do them too much. And if they're fake jump scares, that's just cheap and it's not. I don't know.
But
I
we're getting
like-
off track here. We're getting
Yes, we're getting into movies and stuff. That's that's
Yeah.
the topic for the next one. But let me
what
say
I do-
this.
what
Let
I
me
do-
add this to it, and then we'll move on. I guess. If you want to make a good movie, make it a lot of tension, like build it up, and then scary thing, not jump scare.
Well, it's the
Okay.
same with games. I mean,
Yeah,
horror
I
games.
guess. But in horror games, you are actually playing. I think that's kind of different.
it's really different because you can time the jump scares yourself, and like
If you
things
know
like
where they are.
amnesia,
Oh, I love that game.
and that gets harder like the more you get into the game, and you can like and sometimes the jump scares are also unpredictable because you create them yourself, because you run away, you are the one that's decided to hide behind that fucking curtain because that guy can still see you. Yeah. Yeah, but you know, okay, let's go back to the.
Yeah, let's get
thing.
back on topic.
I wanted to talk about something. You know, after the after death thing,
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
After that.
there are people like the people who mention things they haven't done in their lives. They stay on Earth. You know that
Wait,
theory.
what?
Oh,
Wait,
They're,
explain.
that they're okay. When you die and you haven't done certain things in your life you wanted to become or something, your
Yes.
ghost stays on this earth.
Like you
to-
haven't fulfilled a purpose or something.
Yeah, and
Oh, okay.
that's why. And then you have the theory about the little kids because they haven't done a lot of things in their lives, and
So when they die as a child, they get reborn? Is that
or
is
no
that
no
where
no,
they're going?
they won't get reborn. Their ghost will like stay
linger,
around.
like,
Yeah, stay around in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
that's-
might be the
that's-
reason why most of the ghosts that are seen, like in graveyards and shit, are kids. Like
Yeah.
a lot of pictures supposedly that got ghosts are usually children.
Yeah, that's the thing I
Wow,
wanted to
that's
get
a really
to.
interesting theory. I have some
Yeah,
like personal
personally-
things happened in my life, but I'm not gonna go into that because I'm not really sure if my family would be fine with me
Mm-hmm.
just saying that on the internet.
And yourself, I mean,
Yes,
Not a- and-
I have
and some people
I've had
don't
kind of a dark
know.
past, you could say, but I'm not gonna go into that right now. But still, I had like I think maybe it's an interesting thing. Maybe those people are still roaming around somewhere. That would be kind of cool.
yeah, it would not. It wouldn't be. The only thing I have problem with this theory, it's like you're staying on Earth as a ghost because you haven't fulfilled your purpose, right?
Yes, but
How
yeah.
can you fulfill that purpose
Yes,
while
that's
you're
also-
a ghost?
Yeah,
I,
don't
do
know.
not see that making sense.
But
That's
it's
the
still
only.
it's still theory though. Nothing is.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
an it's
we
an
shouldn't-
okay theory. And one thing, you are bad, you go to hell, you are good, you
Yes.
go to heaven thing. How does that work? The only thing I can imagine is like having little kids and babies because everyone has committed a sin in their lives, and
Yeah.
you know
But
Doesn't make it.
that's also something why I think it's not real because how there are so many people. It just doesn't make sense. That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting at.
any other ghost related stories. Like
No, not from my side, but let's see, graveyards.
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 Oh, I have a story by the way.
Yeah, well,
it's involving a graveyard.
Can I?
Yeah, wait, you go ahead. I'll go after.
Oh my god, my English is so terrible. I just.
Just say it. Nobody cares.
Let's see.
Or, yeah, I don't know.
You just
Do ghosts linger by their bodies?
That is also a thing I heard. Like
Yeah,
the
but there's also like the thing that they linger where they died, not
Yeah,
specifically
exactly.
at
So-
their body.
yeah.
Aren't graveyards actually safe places to be if you want to be away from ghosts? Yeah, I mean
know.
nobody dies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a good thing.
Nah, the thing, I think it's more like the still connected to their bodies thing. You know, you know what they cut when you get out of like your mom's thing.
Yeah, yeah.
They cut that thing, but a lot of people like imagine your soul being connected by not an imaginary, let's just
Ghost?
call it, yeah, a ghost thing. You know, you're
Yeah,
still
like-
connected with your body.
But how?
While yeah, I don't know.
But there are a lot of people when they die they get cremated. How does that work if their actual physical body gets burned?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think
I
I
don't-
think that's because people, a lot of people just want to get cremated because they don't have the money or any bullshit. How much money that memorial cost and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But a
And
lot
it-
of people also believe in that. Yeah, like I don't want my body to do the weird things. I don't want to. Yeah, you know that story to avoid that.
And I think it just makes you feel free. I mean,
Wait, how?
if you do not get cremated, you get put in a coffin 2 feet underground. I mean, it's just not
Yeah, it isn't a very comforting thing.
exactly.
But at the exact same like line, you get burned.
Yeah,
But that's
I'd
only
rather
like your
get
body,
burned
though.
than be eaten by insects, though.
I
Yeah,
don't-
it's faster. Oh,
Yeah, that is
Hmm.
true. But
so should I tell my graveyard story now, or?
your graveyard?
Yeah, I had this story, but then David or General Skip, I mean, wanted to talk.
Oh,
So-
but your mic sometimes fades. Am I?
Oh
here?
wait, I'll go sit a little closer then, I guess.
Oh, it isn't fade. It just you're talking and then it just snaps and it stops. But
Oh, that could be Discord. Wait, I'll rejoin real quick. Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes that's a little laggy. But anyway, my
Yeah.
story is it was, I don't know how you'd say it in English, but I was like 10, I guess. And with my school, I went to this, how would you say it? We went on a school trip for, I think, a couple days. It was all the way in Drenthe, which is all the way in the north of the
oh, is that
Netherlands.
the flatter thingy
I don't know.
where you go to this big house?
Yeah. It was this huge house, and
Yeah.
there was this huge house, I guess where people slept. It's a really old house as well, so kind of creepy.
I-
And then
flatter,
behind
understand.
that, there was kind of like a woods for like, I don't know, 100, 200 meters.
Is that? I'm
Nah,
pretty
it
sure
was-
that's
it
the
was
exact
huge,
same
man.
thing where I went to.
Could be,
everyone
but
everyone
could
went
be.
there.
Is
And
that
it-
the same place? If it's the same place where I went, like when I went to sleep there in the night, like I heard noises everywhere.
Okay, wait, let me finish because I wasn't done. So behind the woods, I guess, was a graveyard, and so that was pretty close to the actual building itself. But before, we had this room. I think it was 13 or something. Of course, it's 13, but people said that specific room was haunted, and when we slept there, it was me and 3 others. The door would keep opening out of nowhere in the night. Like we would
Oh.
be, of course, awake for way too long because we're children, you know. So
Yeah,
and then
sleep
and
is
then
for
the
the
door
weak.
would like open out of nowhere, you know. It's kind of weird. And then we'd look and there's nobody in the hallway.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of freaky because those hallways were kind of creepy because it was like a long hallway with like only on the
Yeah.
right were all these doors or on the
Yeah,
left depending on where
Just
you were standing.
your typical horror movie hallway.
And then
Those
on the
endless-
left,
yeah.
where it was this window looking at the woods, and behind there was like the graveyard. But yeah, I
Yeah.
remember this. I guess stagiaires. I don't really know how to say that in English.
Interns.
The interns, I guess,
Yeah, the
they were really disrespectful against that graveyard. They would throw like beer cans there and stuff, which I think is really fucked up. But
Yeah.
maybe that
That's-
pissed him off. I don't know.
Oh, those kind of things like respect for the dead and that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to be respectful to those things anyway, because not for the ghost aspect, but more of like those are people's relatives, you know, they care about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, exactly. Just not even for like the ghost thingy or
Yeah.
the resurrection bullshit. Just for yourself. You need to have some respect. You know, that's
Yeah.
one of the least of the things you can do. If you die, you don't want people to teabag you either. You know.
Except in Halo, that's fucking amazing.
I would just wanted to know. But you can look at yourself. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's also
I mean,
a thing. A
you
lot
need-
of people think you can look at yourself when you die.
That
know,
kind of
just-
goes into the sleep paralysis thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's kind
Yeah,
of.
the
Yeah,
thing
okay.
you can't move but can
Want to
move.
get into that or not really?
Yeah,
We
it's
could-
okay because
I
it's
think if we get into that, it might be a fair. It might receive its own episode because there's a lot to go into that.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
true.
We could do the next one about that. Maybe.
Because we could also include shit like
Yeah, okay. You're lagging like crazy. I don't know if that's me, but. Hello? Hello? Okay, this is creepy. It's connecting. Hello?
Yeah.
What
Oh my
happened?
god, that was creepy. I heard Kevin lagged like crazy, and then I asked hello for a couple seconds,
you
and no
you
one.
two, everything went. It was just some Discord shenanigans. Oh,
Yeah.
we were talking about Ghost. We are getting haunted.
Yeah,
now.
but it's still that vibe still makes it a little creepy, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But-
the fact that
What you're
and the
talking
fact the
about
only
the-
light I have in my room is like red.
The only light in my room is my screen right now. Everything's dark around me.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have your PC, and that's
My
mine.
Percy,
too.
yeah.
But the same thing, like in the beginning of the video, I mentioned like my neighbors making sound.
Okay, lag again. Is it me or? I think it's me again. What the fuck is going on? This is really weird. It won't connect. This is strange, guys. I'm the one recording, but nobody. This is really weird. Wait, I'll cut back when we fix this. So, okay, that was really strange. I couldn't hear sound for a while, and then I couldn't connect to the Discord server. I tried.
That was just Discord shenanigans again.
Yeah, I think so. But this is like the most I've ever had
Yeah.
with Discord. This was strange, dude.
It doesn't happen often, and it's kind of a weird moment out
Yeah,
of the
of course.
sudden.
This is such a
while we
strange
were
moment for it to
talking
glitch
about-
like that because we were talking about ghosts and stuff.
You know, it's I think we are all dead. I think we are haunted. I think my mom in the basement. It's fucking on. It's fucking on.
Okay. Let's get back to the topics, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
What were we talking about again?
Oh,
we're
I'm
talking
lost.
about.
I'm pretty sure I was talking about Hunter's door.
Hey,
Ghost hunters. Okay.
I talked about the
No,
house.
you
the
were
rental.
you were busy with your neighbors.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
Like,
that sounds really wrong, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Let's not get
God damn
into
it,
12-year-old mode.
But anyway, like,
Finish
it kind of proves my theory that I'm not really hearing sounds in my own house, but more like it's from the neighbors because, like, it's around time Hunter would come home from work, and he shut the door. I'm pretty sure, and it sounded just like it was from my own door.
That's strange.
Like-
Wait a sec. I'm gonna close my door real quick. I'm freaked out.
Like, I even checked, like, I muted myself for a second, went to check if my door opened because I'm home alone. Like, my parents are somewhere else. They're watching some sort of hockey game or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe they went home early, so I checked. And then later I realized, oh wait, that's Hunter.
Okay, I'm back.
So, I'm pretty sure it's just my neighbors. Like, there's only been one occasion ever that I was certain it came from inside my house. Because I was standing right next to it and I heard it came from, like, near the fridge. So, I'm not sure if it's because something malfunctioned in there, or
Oh.
maybe it's just because my home's old as all hell.
Have you guys ever like when I was a kid I had this trauma for the Saw movies because I was like 6 and I always watched Top Gear on the TV and that was really late. It was like from 9 to 11 and that was really late for my age, of course.
Yeah.
And I had this, you know, this iconic TV screen, and then I was really curious because the movie that was coming after Top Gear was Saw, so I just kind of, you know, watched that, and then I created a trauma because I thought it was freaking awful.
Oh yeah, I
because
remember you talking about like you were scared of like Jigsaw.
Yeah, the puppet thing.
Yeah.
You know, I really couldn't handle that shit because I would freak the fuck out. But
to play a game.
look, but you know,
Number 15. Okay. Okay, let's stop.
but there was this. I used to have like this jacket that was white, and I would throw it over my, you know,
TV.
over my chair.
Oh.
And one day it was like so thing because I had a red shirt under it.
Yeah.
You know, you get the picture. Then I turned off the light, and then I went laying in my bed, and then I looked to the left, and then I saw my chair with all my stuff on that, and it just really fitted the whole puppet. It got me so scared, I just stood up, gave my chair a punch, and I went to bed again. It was really fucking scary.
I have like things that I see faces in certain things when it's
That's
dark.
pretty human-like. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I think it's
everybody has
very
that.
I think it's pretty human, like you said, to see faces in something. Just like the front,
Yeah.
even like simple things like the fronts of cars, usually kind of resemble a face in a sense.
Yeah,
But
it's-
like when it's something you're not expecting, or in more of a creepy sense, it's kind of weird.
Well,
it's
there's
creepy.
one thing, maybe a little irrelevant to the actual video, but it pretty much left me with a trauma, I think. And I'm still pissed about it. Like, my uncle is a big fan of Slipknot,
Hey.
and he had all the masks.
Hey, my boy.
want
Once
to
he
buy that.
brought one of those masks to my house, and like my balcony, there's a small window.
Oh no,
When
he
you walk
didn't.
And yeah, he put on the clown mask. I'm not really sure who wears it. I'm not that big of a Slipknot fan, but at
Well,
least he had the clown
it's
mask.
clown.
on Slipknot. Yeah, well, that's
Clown
pretty
wears
easy.
the clown mask.
And I went to the bathroom like pretty late at night, and he was smoking like on the balcony because he wasn't allowed to smoke weed in my house. But so he went outside, and he heard me like he heard that I went to the bathroom, and he expected me to wash my hands, which I did. And when I was washing my hands, I went to get like a towel, and he jumped up from the fucking window with a mask on and scared the
Nice.
fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Well-
I'm pretty sure that's why I'm afraid of clowns.
Oh
mean, like-
god.
I mean, that's pretty creepy, but if I'd
It's
see
not
that now,
necessarily
I'd be
creepy.
like, can I have that mask?
If I'd see that now. it
Well,
would
by the
be-
way, I did get the mask.
Oh, what
He
the
gave
fuck?
it to me like a few years later.
Do you still have it?
No.
Oh, I
shit.
wanted to buy it from
Yeah,
you.
same. If it
But-
was the mask I was thinking about, that would be pretty rare.
But
like,
you know but if that would have happened to me like now because you know I'm older than fucking 6. Well, mentally not pretty, but you know what I mean. If I would see a ghost right now or someone that would jump out of in front of me, I would either smash him the fuck out. I would bash his face in, or get my machete and chop his head off. Because you know it's
yeah, but you said that now, but you've never been in actually a situation like that.
Well, I have. I kicked my dad in the nuts because you know he you know I was brushing my teeth, and then he just suddenly opens the door like, "Hey, I'm being funny, and then I was like, hey, you're not being funny, and then I kicked him in the nuts because that was a reflex. But you know,
Yeah, I'm not like that at all. If I see something or
you
if
just
I'm
die
scared of something,
inside.
yeah, but like I don't really go screech or something. I just stand there and just I freeze. I'm like I can't do anything.
I
You
for some
literally
reason
die
do
inside.
like scream. Like I don't know, I'm not the type to do that. But there have been a few occasions that I did in fact hear a sound, and even though I was all alone, I just started screaming.
No, when I'm freaked out or something, I get really, how would you say it, paranoid,
Shocked.
I guess. I get really paranoid, like whatever. There have been occasions where I'm like, where I just had a bad dream or something, or a slightly creepy dream,
Yeah, I know
and
how
I
you
need to
feel.
go to the toilet, and I walk around like paranoid as shit. I'm looking.
Yeah, really.
I'm
I know
scared
that,
to
yeah.
look at like every corner, but I do anyway just to make sure, you know.
Yeah, and you make as little noise as you can
Yes.
for some reason, and you just walk really. I know how you feel. It's like,
Yeah, I walk really slow then because I'm like I'm not gonna run through this
And
because
every time I walk past a door, I just push it so
Oh.
it can't open in my face. That's something I
oh
do.
yeah,
But
I like to open it really slow. Even when I go into the toilet, well, not into the toilet, but into like the little toilet room itself, I open it really slow, but because I'm not sure because
there
because
could be a person
of course
there, and
of course
then I
there
could get
there
a
isn't gonna be. I know that in my mind, but still I'm like. If it happens, it's not gonna jump scare me and then kill me. You know, I'm gonna I have some time to I guess defend myself, which which I'm probably not gonna be able to do anyway. But you know, it just really paranoids me when I'm scared. I guess I'm not really scared often, but when I am, I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I tend to move really quickly, actually. Just opening doors.
oh
Yeah,
Not
but
slowly, but just
yeah,
really
but,
quickly.
but you're the type of guy who pulls it his like whole knees and stuff, you know, and be all sneaky and shit. I know what ghosty means. You just
I'm really not
be
about
slow and
confrontation.
no, and just really
Not only
dying
in with scary
inside.
things, not only with scary things, with things
You're not
like
a
normal
fan-
things.
you're-
I'm really not about that. I can't take confrontation.
But oh, you know, there was a thing. I was a sleepover at your house, Ghosty.
My house?
And your mom sleeps in like
The living room.
the end of the living room,
Yeah.
and then sometimes I needed to go to the bathroom, and my path was blocked, so I just had to like move really carefully because, you know, I didn't want to wake you.
Yes.
And then I walked to the thing, and then I heard your mom like move, and then I
Oh
would
my
just
God.
and then I would just like be really quiet because just just the little thought that your mom could be standing in front of my face out of nowhere would just
Yeah.
creep me out already. So I just moved really fucking slowly to your
Yeah.
room and just be creeped out all the time. I'm
When-
really
when
paranoid.
I'm always up till like very late, and when I go to like the kitchen or something, when I hear my mom like snore or sleep, I think it's all fine. But when that doesn't happen, when it's all quiet,
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
that's fucking terrible too.
because yeah, I don't know. When I snore,
we
my
ha- Do we have any like podcast related stories left? Because I don't really
podcast
have-
related stories.
You know the ghost stories thing.
Well, I didn't have anyone to begin with, so.
I guess
Yeah,
we
that's
we
true.
got pretty far. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, pretty proud of us. Yeah.
There is something I completely forgot to mention, and I'm not sure if I even wanted to mention it now, simply because it happened so long ago, and I don't really know anything, how legit everything was.
Doesn't matter
Doesn't
because-
really matter.
because
I
we
think-
don't know the legitimacy
I'm-
of ghosts in general. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you about it, Ghosty. Like, when I was 5, I went to go to the bathroom,
oh yeah.
and I saw this figure standing right in front of my door. Like, I opened my door, and like 1 meter away from it, there was this figure standing, and it really resembled like the mainstream witch,
Oh,
like
yeah.
pointy head,
Oh yeah.
baggy clothes, and she
Yeah.
was just standing, staring at my table. Like, she was just staring at the table, in my house, and there was the table was completely empty except for one pencil, which right before I went to bed that night I was drawing, and I left the pencil there, and she was just staring at it, and
Weird.
like the usual 5-year-old, I ran towards my parents, and they really didn't think anything of it because like when you're
you're a kid.
when
now,
your
yeah.
5-year-old kid runs towards you saying that there's a witch in your house, nobody's gonna believe that.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, that's kind of going back to like what physics said with the
Yeah,
weird imagination and stuff.
but they saw I was really scared. I was literally crying because I saw someone standing there. So they said, "You can join us in bed and sleep here for the night," which I did. And when I woke up, I thought most of it was dreaming. But my parents also told me like, "What the fuck happened yesterday?" Well, not really like that, but you get the point. And so I was like, "Wait, I did actually say that." So I'm not sure if I was dreaming half dreaming, half awake, but when I was, as clear as I remember it, I was wide awake.
Mhm.
So I'm not sure what the fuck happened. And another time, which I don't remember because I was sleepwalking, according to my grandparents, and they said that I was standing in like their bedroom. So when they asked me what I was doing, I ran. I just ran away back to my own bed because I was sleeping at my grandparents' house, and I was sleeping in like the bathroom. No, not the bathroom, but like I don't know what it's called in English. Like they have a gigantic room with a shower in it.
Okay.
But I was sleeping there, right? And it was like on the other side of the house. And they told me that I was in their bedroom, staring at them. And when they woke up to and asked me what I was doing, like I would run. And it sounded quite unlikely that it actually happened, and I'm pretty sure they just told it to scare me. But I wasn't like a little kid. I was like 13 or 14 at that time. So I don't really see anything why they would tell me that if it didn't happen.
Strange.
But yeah, like I've never heard a story about anyone running in their sleep. Like I've heard.
I
mean,
see
I don't-
someone sprinting through the house.
My little brother does do that. He
Oh my
has-
god, that's creepy as fuck. Sleepwalking and things like that?
No,
Or-
not sleepwalking. Like he just really runs. He just has tensions to get he says it at himself. He has like because it's like a story building in the and he is on the top story. I sleep asleep next to it, and my parents sleep under it. And then they can hear his footsteps, and then we ask the morning after what you dreamt about. Yeah, about a marathon running, But
Oh
it's
my
like-
god.
it's like Nibba, and then he just started. He has the tension to run circles in his room, and then just after like 10 seconds, just lay down again, or has the tension to mumble in his sleep.
That's like dreaming about going to the toilet and I'm pissing your bed.
Yeah, that's kind of the same.
I've had
but it's-
that. Fuck.
But creepier.
Yeah.
This is just weird. How can you even physically like move and stuff
Bro,
like that?
if I ever like sleep in a house with another person and the other person just out of nowhere stands in like the doorway, I guess you could say. It just stands there sleeping, that would freak me out.
Yeah, I would just
Because it's
freeze.
also not really a good thing to wake them, right?
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
because they can have a heart attack or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to like lead them back to their bed or something.
Something that just came to mind after we're talking about like what people do in their sleep. Like I went to like an attraction park like with Hunter, but
Mhm.
for 3 days. Like I don't know if you've ever heard of Pony Park.
No.
But besides the point, I went there with Hunter and my parents, and all of the beds were like right beside each other, but with some sort of curtain in between. And something that really gave me a heart attack that night is I was sleeping with my mother. We were like 10, so not sleeping with my mother, but in the same bed because there was
Yeah.
like one medium-sized bed, and my father is really big, so my parents wouldn't fit in the same bed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
another thing that's beside the point. So a hunter would just, out of nowhere, in the middle of the night, scream, "Stop!" Like, not. He would literally scream it.
That's,
And it scared the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah.
I could imagine.
Yeah, but that's pretty common, you know.
Just talking in your sleep, yeah, I guess. I've said some things in my sleep, but not creepy things.
I asked to him the next day, and he said he didn't remember anything about his dream.
That's also a weird thing. Have you ever had a dream where
No.
you realize you're in a dream?
I
Let's
have
stop
that
right
all the
here.
time.
Let's stop. Let's save that for the next one. About
Okay.
dreaming and stuff. Because I was just saying, like,
I have
thinking,
so
like,
much to
let's
say about
let's
that.
have the next episode, maybe with you guys as well, about dreaming, everything dreaming, dreams itself, lucid dreaming, sleep paralysis.
To be honest,
all
I would
those kinds
love
of
to
things.
talk about that since I have so much to talk about
Yeah.
that. Because,
But
like,
I think, like you said, that's worth an entire episode.
Yeah. Maybe.
But
even
we haven't
two.
discussed one thing yet.
Okay.
Do we even believe in ghosts? Like,
that's a pretty hard thing to
I
answer.
did tell you. I did tell you. I don't. Personally, I don't believe in it, but I would be. But it's possible. It's
Yeah.
possible, but I won't. I don't believe it is.
Like, there are so many things that are unexplained, and science
Mhm.
can't really tell anything. So,
Also, I
the
think
thing is, wait, but everybody's convinced, a lot of people are convinced that they don't, but I really don't see any reason why they can't exist, right? And I do believe in them, but
Mhm.
I think it's more because I really want it to be true rather than I actually think that it is.
Good point.
I think asking someone if ghosts or if they believe in ghosts is kind of a weird thing because believing in ghosts is such a wide thing because you can believe in like the life after death aspect of it or you believe only in the like dead people roaming around here. It's kind of strange because you can believe
Yeah,
in one
I
thing.
think. Yeah, but it's like the. Let's just go choose. One of the
Typical
two things.
Like the typical ghosts walking around after you die.
No, not
No, of
really.
course
Just,
but
just.
I think there
just,
are
you
some
can choose
places.
that for yourself. I mean,
I think there are some places that really are haunted.
Do you know? We talked about this in past episodes, but you guys haven't seen that. I would love to go to those places sometime, and then maybe take a Ouija board, like really explore those things. That would be fucking awesome. Maybe you guys would like to
I
do
don't
that
think
as
really
well.
a Ouija board or something with you can communicate with ghosts with is a smart idea.
Yeah,
But
I think they
I don't
actually-
believe in that stuff. So I think it would be really interesting. Maybe not pull it out immediately, but just first check those places and maybe.
But I feel
Yeah,
like
well,
the
check
scariest thing with that is that you have a bigger chance to like encounter a dangerous living person.
you know.
Oh,
Well,
like the police or something, or
So,
Well, maybe not the police, but maybe some like drug dealer.
personally,
but-
I'll join you. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I
The-
really
I think
don't
it
give-
would be really
wait,
interesting.
wait. Really, I really don't care about what happens to that kind of thing. But the only thing I have a problem with, and my parent, aside from my parents, which really won't let me do that,
No, same here. But whatever.
and the only problem I have with that, you people are the kind of guys that would move that thing on your own. for
No,
the
no.
own-
I'm gonna. I will swear that I will not. I wanna. If we do that, I wanna make it a very serious thing. Like, actually going to see if there is something there. Because
Like
if you
there's-
just bullshit it, it's not believable. First of all, and second of all, that's not funny to me. To
Yeah,
pretend to
and
be
we
possessed.
we need to go there with a neutral mind, not
Yes.
having any problems with things,
Yeah.
because that to, I heard stories about that things. My mom is really against that shit, but having personal issues, going there also gets yourself. It gets yourself in a fucked up situation because sometimes you do things you can't explain yourself. It's a personal. No. I need to say it differently. It's let's just say someone close to you just died or something.
Yeah.
Then it's not a very smart idea.
Yes, but it's not
Your
really.
mind-
I don't really mean if we do that to like fuck with them with the ghosts. But
Oh,
just
that
like,
will be so dumb.
I
I
am
think
not gonna do
ghosts
that
can
at
be
all.
aggressive.
Like
evil.
so you're a believer.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
definitely am. Yeah.
Okay, because
It's
you didn't
pretty
answer
much,
it yet. So.
Like if ghosts are
Kind of.
actual reincarnation of or like spirits of what used to be alive, obviously there are bad people, so they're gonna be bad ghosts as well.
Well, that's
and the
that's
thing
kind of
I have-
debatable, I guess.
And the thing I have also is what I say. It can be true, so it
Yes.
will be like it.
But
for
that's
me,
why
it will be
if we
like
do
a
this-
coin flip, and that's why it will be fun for me.
If we do this, we need to be respectful to the
But
supposed
the thing
dead
is-
people.
To
Like
each
I
other.
do believe in ghosts in a certain way, so when we go there and like I'm gonna be much it's gonna be much more convincing, or I'm gonna be more easily convinced that something actually happened
I'm
than
not.
someone who doesn't believe.
Because I don't really believe in it. I have no reason to, but I would love
Like-
to have a reason to.
If I walk into like an abandoned building and I see a shadow that shouldn't be there, I'm gonna nope the fuck out of there.
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah,
Because
that's
I
the
think
thing
we
I
should-
wanted to say. Also, we need to take this seriously. No
Yes, yes,
fucking
I will.
around, and
We should.
yes, no pressure on the group. So if
Yes.
like something like
If someone wants to quit, then that's
if-
totally fine.
if Kevin says, "I just saw a shadow there, wasn't meant to be there," I'm gonna nope the fuck out of here. I'm
I
gonna
think
nope the
if
fuck
that
out
happens,
of
we should just first of all look. I mean, we should
Or
look
if
at
you
it
hear
like
something
what?
like a sound above, like you hear footsteps, I'm also gonna go up because, like, obviously it could be a ghost, but it could also be a homeless man who happens to be very drunk.
Yes, but,
Or a
but look,
person.
we are
Like,
with
it's
4.
very
You know,
unlikely.
I mean, the chance of them being with more than we are because
Oh, he might be alone, but he might also have a gun.
and he
And
also might
I
have a
guess.
knife, or
but this isn't America.
Yeah.
or
That.
if yeah, but there could also be a possibility it could be a home for homeless people. There are
Yeah.
people
So,
that just
but that's all. But that's all just things we need to research before we go there. And if
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
something there,
There are also some abandoned places that are open to the public.
yeah, I saw one in Belgium, pretty close. There's one. I mean, of course, for us that's pretty far, but I mean, I guess that was pretty easy to go into. It's a pretty popular place for urban explorers. It's not specifically haunted, but it's a good place to start, I think.
Well, I'm interested
we'll just
in
have
it
to
in
do
general.
our
Besides,
research for these kind of things.
Yes, but I'm really interested in actually doing this. And of course, if we do this for the viewers, I do want to document it
Mhm.
because if we just go there and then in the next podcast we're like, yes, this happened and this happened, no one's gonna believe it,
well,
So,
even if you film it, nobody's gonna believe it.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
people are still gonna be skeptical, sure, but it's more believable than just tell it. It's kind of an unwritten rule on YouTube. If you don't film it, it didn't happen.
Yeah,
Of course, it's kind of
but
extreme,
That's,
but
that's not only in YouTube, but
Yeah.
one person you can be the cameraman because you got them fucking skills.
maybe
one is
Hunter wants to join.
one is just gonna film, or carry a GoPro on his back or something. I don't care. We just need to do our research. We need to make
Yes.
really strict plans of what we do.
And
there.
rules for ourselves because I do
Yeah.
not want to. I don't want anyone to like fake stuff. I think, or just even fake jump scares, like walking
Well,
behind someone
I'm
and boom.
definitely
That's
the
not
exact opposite. Like,
Yeah.
I really don't see any reason to do that. Like,
No,
especially in
yeah.
a place like that.
And
But you know, I see if if
I
for
want
instance DJ Rubinator joins, which maybe he
Rubenator
will,
would,
maybe he won't.
Ruben would do that.
He
he
is
would do
definitely
that.
someone who would. And
Yeah,
I
he
really
is.
want to like.
He
I really
is,
do
and
not want anything like that. If we're going to do that, if that happens, I'm like,
We
fuck
need-
this. You know, you're not
and
going to take
we
it
need
seriously.
a really serious. Yeah, we need a really serious group because if I'm gonna ask General about the things, I know the reaction. He's gonna do it because he knows it's not funny, and it's the same to me. It's
Yeah.
the same to you two guys. But Ruben, he tend to be a little bit,
Joking around and stuff.
unpredictable.
So this is, I don't know if he's watching, but if you want to join doing something like this, you need to be fucking serious, bro. This is not a joke.
Well,
Like,
he wouldn't do it. And, like, if you tell him not to
No,
do it,
he-
then,
he
oh
prob-
my god.
wait a second.
God fucking damn it, Hunter.
Wait a
Get
sec. 1
fuck outta
minute. Oh, he's gone. I wanted to mute him and what the fuck? Okay, Hunter just joined the call. He can, I guess, he could join. I guess. if
Well,
he
we're
wa-
nearly finished, so
Yeah,
why?
I guess. Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll wait. But
I literally just told him not to do that. And he fucking does it anyway.
yeah. Well, maybe just because we're in a different call now.
Maybe
after
he
that glitchy
maybe
thing.
he was a rebel, though.
But anyway, if we do something like that, like a little, I guess, conclusion to the whole plan thing for the thing, I guess we need
Yeah.
to be absolutely serious, absolutely respectful to any beings.
To each other, to
Of course,
the-
not
the
joking.
ghosts.
Don't joke around. Like, actually make this a serious thing. I mean, of course, that's pretty hard for us, but I am willing to try
I am
because
gonna
I'm
try
very
and I will-
interested in this topic. You know.
But still, I don't think bringing a Ouija board is a good idea.
No, that was just a.
Right.
Not,
I feel like Ouija boards are fake as all hell. And, like,
Yeah,
they only.
first of all,
if
yes.
those would exist, it would only piss them off, and it would seem like you're joking around with them.
because the rumors that go around with Ouija boards, I really don't get it because
those things
if
are
it
made by
does-
Hasbro.
if it doesn't work, it doesn't fucking work. We bought a Ouija board for nothing. If it does
Yeah,
work,
fuck, rip money.
if it does work, it's probably an angry spirit because we just fucking wake him up, and I'm not very interested
And
in
also,
that
yeah, I
very
think
much.
I think we should go look at these places. I think it would be very interesting. So, if you guys
Yeah.
would like to see that, leave a like, I guess. Leave a comment if you have any places in the Netherlands, I guess, which are kind of easy to enter.
No, we're good. We're gonna do our research. One
Yeah,
day.
that as well. But like, I guess, how long has this been? Oh wow, it's almost almost 1.5 hours. But
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna-
such an interesting subject.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut
So-
some things out, of course, like the glitchy parts.
And the beginning, the
Yeah.
first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna cut some other things out as well because I'm not.
Yeah.
But anyway, you haven't even seen that.
It
viewer.
was fun. I'm gonna
Yeah,
join
it's fun.
more.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I will.
I think Kevin came with this idea. With doing a podcast.
And
about-
I-
Kevin,
also-
you're being useful.
Hooray.
Why can't I remember you?
so
I'm
I guess.
gonna leave for a second because my dog's freaking out.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I'm gonna be right back.
I'll finish the podcast, I guess. So if you watched
Yeah.
until here, thank you very much. This has been a long podcast, probably the longest yet. So
Or you just skip to the end because you are a lazy fuck. Thank you very much.
yes, but anyway, if you have any stories like this, leave them. I'll be interested to read those. Maybe we'll go over them in the next one. So yeah, if this actually goes through, maybe expect some paranormal exploration videos in the future. I don't know exactly when. I'm not gonna promise anything, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks
and-
for watching.
Yeah, comment things about the next subject we're gonna talk about, which
Yeah.
is about the things in sleep and stuff.
Yes.
We're-
If you have anything like sleep paralysis or lucid dreaming, leave your experiences, like he said. Of course, we're gonna talk about gaming as well, probably in different future ones. But yeah. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching. Check these guys out in the description, and yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next one. Have nice dreams. Bye. Okay.